Good morning and welcome. And I'm not sure if any more people are joining, but we had quite a few apologies this week, so we'll just let them join as we begin. So off we go with gathering of conscious thought that you are preparing yourself to exercise and to do yourself good. So we practice for our health and vitality and continuation of our vitality, whether that be in our brain or our body, both really important to continue, and to gain a conscious thought of practicing within our scope of physical and mental abilities, practicing within our scope or our realm, as I sometimes call it, and keeping that conscious thought. So you won't, hopefully that will mean that you don't overdo anything, even the breathing. So I would like to start just by sensing a space, if you like, just making myself aware of my own space, and you can do this both around you, however you feel. Just giving yourself a moment to connect with the ground, the air around us, just letting our limbs go through the air. Do a little bit more conscious moving and just swaying the body nice and gently from side to side, really smoothly brushing the air. So I'm being a little bit gentle with myself today and try not to talk or over talk too much, because I'm resting my voice a little bit. Hopefully enough instruction will come through, and we'll see where we go. Okay, just settling our breath, and just becoming aware of how our body and how our mind just controls that for the best part. But we want to take in some more conscious and determined breaths, especially when we have this nice air that's coming in to the body, this oxygen. So think of that as the beginning. So we have the beginning of our journey on health and vitality, the breath. So I'm gently breathing in and out, but with a little bit more power. Every now and again you can just settle into a normal breath, if you like. The breath can come in through the nose and gently out through the mouth, or gently out through the nose. Whichever one you do, just make it gentle. And if you can, silence the breath. And we can't always do that because some of us might have like congestion and stuff, but as much as we can, we make a silent breath in and out. And then just keeping your thoughts on that breath, just settle into a Wu-Ji stance. Just slightly lower your knees, sink your feet, and allow your breath to return to normal. Well, just allow it to return to its normal pace. And feel that relaxation come over us. And I hope you will remember that when you, through the week, through the day, have certain things to deal with, or whatever comes your way. Feel the breath. That is actually a skill in your body that you can use. It is something that you can bring forward. Just feeling a little bit more centered and grounded through the breath. Okay, so we'll continue on with the rooster crowing in the morning, and just allowing yourself, if you've got something that you can put into your hands there, or just gently, just gently, not with any great force, but just gently allowing a little moment of pulsing there on the Lao Gong. It doesn't have to be hard. Okay, so we begin with in Wu-Ji stance, and we're going to go forwards first. So holding your hand into a small, holding the article in your hand, we lift the article up, so it's on the top of our palms. We lift it up. Then we turn it over and we lift up our wrists and just gently press the air down as our body sinks to the ground. Turn the hands over, lift the article up, or pretend the article is being lifted. Turn it over, and as we go down, just pulse gently into the palm area. Breathing in very gently and softly and silently. And now start on the side movements. So turning the palms up, let the body come up to full height. And if you want to, you can go up onto your toes. Sorry, I forgot that for the first one. So onto your toes, or lift your heels. Breathing in, turn, breathing out, sink. And then the back to the back, I'll turn to the side so you can see. So we have the article in our hands, so we need to balance it up and close it, turn it over, push it back, relax. Hold the article, turn it over, harder on the back there, but we're just getting some movement within the arm. That's just a nice movement going there and down. So you can do that without holding something in your hands, and you would just lift like this, pretending you have the article, and then turning over and just letting the smoothness of the breath just take over, and going up onto your toes, turn, pressing down gently. So everything we do is very gentle, and it's smooth as we can, just making that movement. The one to the side, lift, press down, lift, press down. Sorry, lift, press down. I'm just going to get a drink. So, and the last one to the back. So we're lifting something, turn over, press down. So get some movement in the arms and get all of the main nerves coming down from your head. So you can think of that, if you like, that they come down through the spine and then they go out to all of the organs, the body, legs, feet. We can think of our nerves. We can connect with our nerves, if you like. Once or twice a day, just think about them. Maybe do that little exercise to get the nerve health in place. It's harder on the pelvic sort of the cluster. I mean, that's the top end of the nerves, if you like. So as we move down, it gets harder to do anything that is as easy as that. But we do have a lovely movement, which is the wind blowing in the willows. And because we step forward and we make a turn, that does actually help with the movement of the nerves within the torso. So let's do that one now. So here we're moving on to, it is from the Shavasana set 2, and it is number 3, the wind blows in the willows. So our feet are hip distance apart, and hopefully you'll see the whole of the movement. So I'm going to step to the left in the bow stance. You don't have to step out too far, remember, and let our body just come forward, weights all down, and then we make the first move to the left, and then rotating our arms, full rotation in the arms, and we try to make as much of a rotation in the torso that is comfortable for us. Again, we are making every effort not to strain here, not to strain and overstretch. We'll do a few more on the left. So remembering that the weight is coming forwards, turn to the left. Even the neck is turning as far as it is comfortable, getting a full twist of the body. Nice stretching, but not overstretching. Relaxed, but working. Okay, probably had enough of that side. So we're going to move to the other side. So from Wu Ji, we put the weight down into the left leg, and we're going to step into bow stance, the right, being careful not to overstep that knee, and then press the weight forward. And we've moved our right leg, so we're going to turn to the right. before we twist and turn, rotating our arms and our neck in a relaxed way, taking the weight from the back to the front. Really feeling that weight change. Twisting and turning. And relax. Okay, so the wind blows in the willows. We don't have to look far for inspiration at the moment with our weather here, because we have the lovely wind blowing, slightly warming up as spring approaches, slightly warming the wind and seeing the sun through the clouds, through the trees. Trees starting to sprout their flowers for spring, and we notice new shoots, and we use that in our minds to start anew. And spring is always has that lovely sense of starting anew. We look around, and in our brains we can start anew. So don't worry about anything that you've done this year, last year, whenever. We just begin today. And whatever inspiration you can call on to begin afresh with your exercise and stability, bring it out. So from Shavasana set 2, we're going to also do now the immortal pointing the way. So it's slightly difficult because I've only got this width, but I'll turn slightly to the side so that you can see. So from Wuji, we start by making a circular movement which goes up on the left hand side of us, and our palms as if they are following the inside of a sort of a tube or something that's around us. And then we start again to the second rotation, but this time we stop at what I call 3 o'clock, or it could be the right hand side, and we make sword fingers. So we're pointing out, and then across the body comes the sweep, and if we can, we do a small weight pressure down on just on one leg. So I've got the baggy trousers on, but you can see. So what we do, some people can go behind like that and make that work, but for me and anyone else with any knee issues, just bring that foot together and then down, and you are exercising great mobility and strength for your knee there. So hold that down for a few seconds before you come back to Wuji, and this time we begin the rotation to the left, sorry, to the right. Oh, my left's and right, so I'm looking at the wrong thing. To the right. So again, a nice wide and open circle, and the palms of the hands facing out as if they are skimming down the inside of a ball shape or the inside of a tube. We do 2 of those. This time we stop on the left hand side, make sword fingers and point out, and then the swipe comes across the body at the same time as the foot comes up, and we then take the weight. And if you can, look out over at the same time. That's good as well. We're getting an extra bit of conditioning for our necks. And we just begin a few rotations like this. Immortal points the way. So if you're turning to the right, you stop at the right, which is 3 o'clock, and then swipe across and down. Hold it for a few seconds and breathe, and then come back to Wuji, and we begin the left rotation. So we're rotating a clockwise move. Sorry, is that right? Done something wrong there, because we should be stopping it. So we should be rotating an anti-clockwise move. Stopping at 9 o'clock. Pointing fingers, sword fingers, look out to the left, and then bringing the left foot to the right foot and make that swipe across